You know, situations like this just make me absolutely fucking sick. But now, because I'm so intimately involved in a situation like this, I understand what it is to feel absolutely helpless to not have your son. So I want to give people some details about what's happening. Now, I made a video that talked about my wife taking my son and running. She went over to CASL, that is a fucking housing agency. They have nothing to do with mental health as far as I know. And one of the case managers there involved herself in our lives. I told Rebecca she needed to go get some real help. She wanted to go to this crisis care center that she's been to like 5-6 times. It doesn't do anything for her. I was working with her therapist on getting some real help. Now, having said that, this case manager, Verity, at CASL in Sarasota, Florida, decides to involve herself in my life, try to tell me that she's going to leave and that I need to let her leave and go do what she's going to do. But I already knew the consequences of this, and Verity didn't know shit. She knew nothing about our lives. She knew that some young, innocent-looking girl went over to her and cried the big bad wolf. And that's what I was as soon as she heard those words. She didn't listen to a fucking thing I said when I said my wife has a history of lying. She has a history of violence. She has a history of serious mental health issues. And that I knew what I was doing and she didn't. But she didn't listen. She called the cops because she thought I was being controlling. Like I said in the last video, yes, I was trying to be controlling because the situation was out of control. And I was trying to gain control of the situation. But Verity wouldn't let that happen. She got involved in my life. The next day, after she had called the cops on us twice, brought my wife over to her office, which has nothing to do with mental health again. She called the CPI, the DCF case manager, Kaged. And this DCF case manager, Kaged, again, did nothing to listen to me. I tried to explain to her, my wife has mental health issues. My wife is in trouble. She's in crisis. And the only reason she could justify for letting her take my son was that I had tried to talk her out of going to Cornell. That's it. She didn't listen to anything I said and just blew me off and tried to explain why it was okay. And she told me, oh, well, you still have custody. You still can see your son. But she didn't tell me where they were taking him. They won't let me see him. They won't even tell me where he's at. So where is the fucking public cry out for somebody like me? Where is the situational, resources for a father who actually gives a shit about his son, whose mentally ill mother is using him like a bargaining chip? Where's the cry out? Nobody gives a shit. And I'm sitting here on my own. I work at fucking Ace Hardware. I'm trying to get a lawyer, but it's next to impossible. And nobody fucking cares. Here's the thing. And this is what I want people to understand. The reason I am so pissed off right now is because I am scared shitless for my son. Let me make no mistake about this. I am angry. I am pissed off. Angry doesn't even describe what I am right now for what these two little meddling bitches did to my life. They took my son and gave him to a mentally ill fucking woman who has a very long history of violent behavior, abandoning people, and doing reckless shit. But because I'm the man, I'm the father, I have no fucking rights. And that's just the way it is in Florida, especially when it comes to DCF. But here's the news. I did some digging on my wife. Her first daughter, they claimed her mentally incompetent and took her baby away at 2 days old because they didn't want that baby around her. My darling wife has lied about so many people abusing her sexually, physically, mentally, verbally, and literally everybody in her life. There is a back catalog and fucking police reports, as far as I can tell, since she was like, what, fucking 5 years old. And I'm not kidding. No exaggerations there. She has also beat her sister so bad that her sister had to go to the children's hospital. She was pissed off about her grandma having a cat. She fed the cat her own medication and killed the cat. She tried to set her grandma's bed on fire with her in the bed. She stood over her mother-in-law with a knife, and I guess somebody apparently saw that. With me, she has accused me of sexually assaulting her on 4 different occasions and then recanted, went back and told everybody the truth because she felt bad and wanted to come back. She left me twice, once back to her ex. She has gotten physically violent with me at least 10 times, maybe more. She's drawn blood on me more times than I care to count. And I have never put my hands on that woman, not even in defense, until this last episode, where I did something in defense of my son. Because she was waving her knife around like a fucking lunatic. And then she almost tripped over him and knocked him out of his baby swing while he was in it, running for the door because I said I was going to call DCF, which I should have done. I was trying to protect my wife because I loved her, I gave a shit, and I was trying to do something for her. My son always comes first, I've said that before. But I was trying to protect my son and my wife, and now I regret every second of that. And this fucking idiot, Kaya Goodwin, decided that it was in my wife's best interest to leave and my baby's best interest to go with this fucking psychopath. And she won't listen to me. Kaya Goodwin will not listen to a word I've said. Will not. I have tried to tell her I have done nothing but love my wife, take care of her, respect her, treat her good. She has her bank account because of me. I've said that before. Her apartment because of me. She has her son because of me. Because I talked to Kaya Goodwin and said she's been doing good as a mother. But she can't control her emotions, and that's what's happening. And now I'm paying for it. Because Rebecca went and cried Big Bad Wolf, and this bitch Verity from CASL bought it hook, line, and sinker, gotten Kaya involved from DCF, and now they allowed her to take my son to a domestic house where I don't even know where he is, don't know who he's around, don't know what's going on, and absolutely know that he's with someone who is literally one of the worst people on this planet that he could be around. By herself. It is stupid. Ignorant. It is dangerous. And my son is caught in the middle of all this shit. I actually give a shit about my son. I care about his well-being. Rebecca only cares about Kaged as far as he can make her feel good about herself. And I'm not kidding. Anytime she's upset, she wants to latch onto him and not let go. It's like her emotional support baby. That's not what a baby's for. And now I don't know what to do. I'm working on getting legal aid involved. I'm working on some lawyers. I'm trying to do something. But I only work at Ace Hardware. I barely make enough to pay for the bills that I need to get and the stuff that I need for my son. Like, that's it. So now what do? I don't know. Where's my son? I don't know. How's he doing? I don't know. Is she running off with him? I don't know. Is she trying to go back up north with him? I don't know. This girl has got a book on her about all the shit she's done and all the accusations she's made and all the time she's tried to hurt people and the mental health that goes back as far as I can tell since she was born. So I tried to love her and help her and support her. And I wanted to take care of her, and I wanted her to be okay, and I wanted us to be a family. I wanted that more than anything. But that shit is over. The only thing I want is my son back, and these people have made it almost impossible because I am the father, and that's it. Because somebody cried big bad wolf, and they accepted it hook, line, and sinker. She has done this more times than I care to count just while she's been with me. But she's done this with every single person in her life, dating back to 5 years old. She has lied on her family. She has lied on her grandpa. She has lied on her stepmother's husband. She has lied on somebody she stayed with in Kansas City. She has lied on her ex. And now she's lying on me. And these people just expect it to be, that's the way it is. They just accept it. They did no research, but I told both of them what was happening. I told Verity, I told Kaya, this is what she does. But because I'm the father, maybe because I'm older, maybe because I'm bigger, maybe just because I'm a guy, they heard nothing I said. They heard nothing I said. I pleaded with Kaya Goodwin to reconsider, to give me my son, to not let him go with her. She heard nothing. She refused to even acknowledge anything I was saying. So Kaya Goodwin and Verity, please know, I am going to get a lawyer. I am going to get my son back, and I hope to God I can get you both fired from your positions, because you went way too far. You took my son from me without having a single fucking reason, and you put him in danger. And I promise you, I'm going to go through every legal avenue I can to get you motherfuckers fired and get as much money as I can out of this. Because goddammit, you owe me something for this shit. I can't express to you the fucking pain and the anger. I have sat and cried for 3 days because I don't know where my son is. So if you don't think I'm entitled to something, fuck you. I'm coming for it all. I will get a lawyer, and I will see you in court. And the big thing right now is getting my son back and getting him safe. Maybe you guys will pull your heads out of your asses, do your due diligence, go research this shit, go look at her fucking custody file from Tampa, and then maybe act accordingly. And they want to talk about, oh, well, he was angry. You're fucking right I'm angry. You're fucking right. You took my son from me without cause. Without a single shred of evidence that I did anything wrong. And after being warned that mental health runs rampant in Becca's family, and especially in her, and trying to tell you some of the things that she's done, and just ignoring all of it, acting like I didn't matter at all, acting like I wasn't trying to protect my son. Yeah. Yeah, you better believe I'm not letting this go. There is no forgiveness for this. And I hope you guys wake the fuck up and see what you did. And how you put my son in harm's way. Fucking assholes.